Deanne. Haven't started yet, but I see you there. Hey, Deanne. Oh boy. How's the audio and everything sound, Deanne? It's good, hopefully. Hopefully. I am indeed. We're gonna try to get a good chunk of this wedding done and out. How's life? How's the videos going along? I haven't popped over your channel in a hot second. I showed your kids my channel and they loved it. Ooh, what's going on here? Lagging a bit. What's that about? Just lagging. Let's see what we can do to minimize the old lag here, huh? Yeah, there we go. I think that might help. You having a website built for Granny? That is awesome. You know we should do a photo shoot. Create some really crazy cool artwork for you. It'd be fun to do. Invite my kids to the shoot. They'd love it. Slime. That's great. Isn't it crazy what social media and YouTube and all those things have allowed us to do? Like, did you ever think in a million years that this is, this would be something you're doing? It's awesome. It just gave everyone an outlet to just be creative and fun, and that's just cool. Ooh, that color though. Yeah, it's super cool, man. Love this shot with the colors. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Somewhere in this range. Maybe a bit too bright there. What's up, Louie? Good to see you, bud. Hope business is going well. I'm sure you're probably sitting there. Oh, I saw your frisbee stuff too. Your frisbee stuff, man. That was super cool. You look like you lost a ton of weight, man. You look good. Frisbee golf's treating you well. And Deanne, yeah, just reach out to me on Facebook and or send me an email or something, and we'll start working out the schedule. Actually, let me I will put you on my to-do list. Reach out to Deanne. Granny shoot. There you go. To-do lists are good. I love to-do lists. Lou, I still got a gig for you in December. Actually, I gotta write that on my to-do list too. Let's see if Louis wants to shoot APA Christmas party. Find a Santa Claus. And Louis, do you still know that Santa Claus? Do you still work with that Santa Claus? I need a Santa Claus, and I need someone to shoot our Christmas party. It's a pretty good gig. It's like $400. And obviously we're all super chill. Yeah, Dan, I'll for sure reach out. May is shot. I'm not gonna lie. May is done. I've got a big gig at a engineering firm this week, and then a smattering of small portrait shoots, just family senior type stuff, and then I actually have 2 back-to-back weddings this month as well, and then going into the first week of June, I have a big shoot at a dance studio that I do every year. You might know her. It's Missy from Inertia. She's super cool. One of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life. So it's always good working with her group. It's always kind of interesting, you go in there once a year, and you see how the kids grow up every year, and that's always kind of cool. And they always remember me, even though I've come only once a year. They're like, "Oh, Steve, the photographer guy's here." I'm gonna be that shoot last year. I'm gonna pull up a few of those shots from last year. So we do like the normal stuff and like the on white stuff that mom and dad, grandma's print on the put on their desk on their walls. But Missy sometimes allows me to get a little creative. Last year we did these here. These are some of my favorites from the shoot. This little dude kills it. Love that guy. This African American gal here would just, between her hair and her attitude, it was, she killed it in front of the camera. Yeah. I just like the lines and whatnot in that one. That's probably my favorite one there. So it was super fun. So we don't know what we're doing this year. Did you play as Santa? We it's supposed to be kind of hush hush. I don't know if I should say it on video, but let's just, I better not say it on video. A lot of my coworkers pop in and out of the stream, so I will leave it at that. I'll reach out to you about that too. If you wouldn't mind messaging me your email, that way I can reach out to you. That would be phenomenal. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. The highlights, they're not blown out in the Instagram, or not the Instagram, listen to me, the histogram, but it seems that it might be a little too. Take out some of the orange, maybe. Canon cameras are weird. Like sometimes they pick up the reds and the oranges a little too much. The Nikons have a tendency to come out of camera a little cooler, like a little more bluish, cooler tones. So that's kind of neat. I don't know if this music is sad or relaxing. Might be a little bit of both. I'm so tired. It was a good day though. Got a lot done. Almost got this big art project at work done, so that's really good. Let me put my phone on the charger. Oh, that's cool. I forgot. So I stream on Twitch and Facebook at the same time. And it's kind of neat because I can manage the chat of my Twitch stream right from my phone. Which is kind of cool because then I can save the bandwidth from over there. That's cool. So I'll just shut that down. Sweet. So if anybody says hi in the Twitch chat, I can see it there. It's always kind of cool. This probably needed some. It's fun. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my man, come on, computer, keep up. done. Maybe not quite that much. Looks a little hokey. I do like the 2x1. The problem with making everything 2x1 is that client probably won't be able to print it because it's not a very common, what's the word I'm looking for? Print size. It's a panoramic, so it's not like a 4x5 or 4x6 or any ratio like that. So sometimes clients like, oh, you can't crop it that way. Yeah, let's do this with black and white, I think. Should probably do both, to be honest. Very nice, very nice. We got one in color, one in black and white. This might be a throwaway image. It was kind of bright out, so you might have been squinting. Let's just throw that one away, I think. Let's just throw that away. Look forward to doing shots with Granny. Be kind of cool. You know what? Hang tight for half a second. I'm actually gonna kick these lights off down here, make it a little more relaxing. BRB. Sorry about that. It's just better this way. I wonder if there's a way to make it so your phone doesn't go to sleep. Let's look that up real quick. It's gotta be display and brightness, maybe? Auto lock. That does it. Pretty cool. My phone did just buzz, so somebody sent me something. Maybe it was an email. My phone buzzes for a lot of reasons. Oh, my daughter left her emails. Signed in. I will sign out of it because I respect her. Oh, I'm actually kind of digging this music. So I started playing Xbox again. It's really nice. Something like that. My son's threatening my life if I don't wake him up at 6 o'clock in the morning so he can play video games. Ethan, you want me to tell you a story right quick? When I was your age, Sega Genesis had just come out, and it was the coolest thing. It's a much older gaming system than even the first Xbox. And one time, my stepdad told me to go to bed, and I couldn't stay up all night and play video games. So what I did was, and I'm not saying do this, don't do this. If I catch you doing this, I'm the dad now, so I get it. But I got up I set my alarm for 4 in the morning. I did too. I set my alarm for 4 o'clock in the morning so I could finally beat Shining Force, the first Shining Force, which is one of the best video games on Sega Genesis, in my opinion. And he was not happy with me. Don't shoot me, dude. Don't. I'm for real. Come on. It's pretty late at night, and I'm kind of tired. My son's going to shoot me with a Nerf gun. I'll just have to beat him down. I don't want to have to beat you down, son. Don't want to have to beat you down. Anyway, head on up to bed, dude. My son is, please go to bed. Thanks, dude. It's way past his bedtime. Okay, back you. God. I love him. I do. These guys are funny. What's up, Susanna, Melissa, Vicky? Good to see you. Let's turn this one black and white. Let's turn this one black and white. Now my black and whites, I like them to be super contrasty. I think there should be a true black and a true white in the photo. That is just me. When you don't have a true black or a true white in the photo, they call it muddy. Yeah, Melissa, yeah, no joke. To be honest, though, if he decided to get up at 4 in the morning and play video games, I probably wouldn't care. You know, because if you think about it, like, I'm an adult, right? And I'm a freelancer and I do all these things. I expect people to leave me alone and let me do what I want, as long as I'm not hurting anybody, all my deadlines and all my responsibilities are taken care of, you know, and I'm doing all the things that a man should be doing, respecting his wife, loving his family, all that kind of stuff. But by and large, if I want to stay up to 3 in the morning, you know, I'm going to do that. So if he really wanted to get up at 4 in the morning, it wouldn't bother me so much. As long as he went to school on time, didn't give him any trouble getting dressed and all that kind of stuff, I wouldn't care. And honestly, he'd probably go to bed early. Yeah, I love this bridge too, Suzanne. It's over, well, you already know where it is, but for those of you who might not know, it's over by this monument over down by the Transportation Museum on Main Street. As you might imagine, I've spent a lot of time on Main Street. This is the first look here. The Peanut Gallery. You always try to tell the whole story. You know, you have it like, it's the same thing when you make a video. So you have A-roll and B-roll. You know, you have the main story, obviously, which is the, you know, the first look and everything that's going on with that. But then, you know, there's other parts of the story. How are people reacting to it? How are, you know, that kind of thing. So I always, when you have a second shooter, you know, it's a good second shooter will shoot that B story. You know, like the main shooter shooting the ceremony and everything that's happening on the altar. The second shooter, and a good main shooter, obviously, honestly, if I've had enough coffee, I can do both pretty easily. It's just a matter of positioning yourself appropriately. But, you know, as I'm shooting things on the altar, a good second shooter will be shooting the mom's reaction or the dad's reaction or a grandparent. You know, as mom is, you know, sitting in the church pews, you know, emotionally. So those are great photos to have. My favorite is when dads choke up. So not a night owl? Yeah. You know, I used to be a night owl, but the older I get, I find myself waking up at 6 in the morning and like without an alarm, and I can't stay up much past 11 anymore. There's my second shooter. Right there, see him? Reflection! Love this dude's hair. Somewhat jelly of his hair. Hey, Treebad. Hey, Daz the Cat over at Twitch. Man, sorry I didn't see your comments right away. I'm actually streaming both on Facebook and Twitch at the same time, and so yeah, man, it's good to see you guys. Treebad, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Where'd you see my port? Do you look at Instagram or my website or something? So. Actually monitoring the Twitch chat on my phone, so you see me look down every now and then. It's because I'm checking the Twitch comments. Your link on my Twitch profile? Cool. It's probably my website then. What kind of stuff do you get? What kind of stuff do you shoot, Treebad? Melissa from Facebook says, I usually get up at 4:30 a.m. It's when I get to sleep until 6. I'm not quite to that point yet. There is every now and then I'll stay up to 4:30. But if I'm staying up to 4, usually on flights, like when I travel, I like to take the earliest flight out. Oh, what happened to the tunes? Oh, there it goes. I go to Vegas. Where did my tunes go? Did they stop? Oh, that's weird. But when I travel to Vegas twice a year and for a big event, and I think the event, one of the events is like 11 days, the other one's like 13 days, or it's just longer than you'd want to stay anywhere, no matter how cool it is. Because my family doesn't get to come with me and all that kind of stuff, and then when it's time to go home, it's time to go home. So, Jennifer, what's up, girl? Good shoot on was that Saturday? How you feeling? Baby make it here yet? I'm sure it'd have been all over Facebook had you had the baby, and obviously we want to wait a little while longer, right? We need to bake that baby a little bit more. Which sounds terrible out of context. I mean, it's a joke my wife and I used to say. It's like, no. It needs to stay in there and bake. So. Haven't started on your shoot yet, but I could switch over to that shoot if you want. I'll wait for you to respond. So those of you on Twitch, over in my Facebook chat, young lady I just did a maternity shoot with this past weekend just joined the chat. Yes, I'm the only photographer I know that edit. Well, that's not true. Commercial photographers do it all the time, but I don't mind editing in front of people. A lot of photographers get nervous. They don't want to show anybody anything but their final product. I don't care. I get it pretty close in camera most of the time. Feeling absolutely tired of a guy that definitely wants to. Yeah. Yeah. Did you get your soda after the shoot? I know you were talking about having a sody. Now, the reason why we're down here, yeah, I think this is there's Navy on one side, and then there's Army on. This is Navy, I think, here. This is Army here. I believe either she's in the Navy or one of them's in the Navy, one of them's in the Army, which is why they wanted to shoot down here. I don't normally shoot on this memorial just because, you know, the backgrounds and things aren't necessarily the best. But with a lot of people in this bridal party being veterans, there was a request that they had, which of course it's their wedding, not mine. So if they want to do it, let's party. So it's kind of cool, like to kind of see them show the respect in this way. And I believe she is still in the service, and I believe she's a lieutenant colonel. So she was very sweet, very sweet. Her name is Tonya. I think I got one from the other side too. Yeah, like I said, I don't normally shoot down here, especially when the trees are all dead, but you know what? That's the one thing that I think a lot of photographers need to realize is that, yes, we're artists, yes, we're there to create cool things. And there's you know, when it's your shoot, something that you're putting together and commissioning and all that stuff, and it's your idea, you know, yeah, do whatever you want. But I feel like it's kind of our job to take the desires of the client, put your spin on them, but still deliver what the client is asking for. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of wedding photographers that get really upset when the, you know, when a bride comes in with like a Pinterest list. I don't care. Let's Pinterest this thing up. Now I'm gonna make it my own. Actually, I take it as a challenge. You know, it's like I'm gonna beat that Pinterest shot. I think that's kind of the same shot. I think his eyes are closed. Luke was in for 10 years. Yeah, I got mad respect for the military. My dad served. I think just retired, and I think me and my full sister and my half sister. So I'm one of 9. Just so you guys know, I'm the oldest of 9 between half brothers and step brothers and all that. You know, both my parents got divorced, remarried, had more kids, and then, you know, I got bonus brothers and sisters. I want to say 66% of us, 2/3 of us, were in the military. I wasn't. My full-blooded sister wasn't. My half sister wasn't. I think 2 of my half sisters weren't, and then everybody else, including one other half sister and all the men in my family. My mom served. Yeah, I love Pinterest, man. It makes my job easy. Plus, half the job is getting into the mind of the client, right? To find out what the desires of their heart are. Did he really stick out his tongue? Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm going to find a different one. Or I got to replace his face. Which I don't want to have to do. It's pretty darn close. So my goal here is I'm going to spend a lot of times on this shot. I'm actually going to edit both those TVs out. I'm going to change this brick background back here. And I'm going to do this. Is going to be a shot that gets a lot of Photoshop. I usually do 1 or 2 shots that are just the next level photoshopped, and this is going to be one of them, I feel. So. Daz the Cat, if you're still in Twitch, my man, how the heck, how do you do the meow thing? That's cool. Yeah, I think that might be a shot. I'm going to look at these a little more closely later. I don't want to bore you guys. Yeah, and again, I'm going to Photoshop this TV out, all these wires out. Sometimes, you know, you don't have an ideal location. I mean, don't get me wrong, this location was cool. I have nothing bad to say about the location. Just sometimes you got to put people where you got to put them, and sometimes the background just doesn't cooperate with you. So I'm gonna Photoshop this TV. So what I might do actually is I gotta see if it would work. Is I will duplicate this side of the, you know, so they've got like half of a brick thing here. I'll just cut this out, flip it, put it on this side too. We'll see if that works. I'm always reminded of Mythbusters. I make this joke all the time with Photoshop. Is Adam used to say, "I reject your reality and I substitute my own," and I feel like that's kind of my relationship with Photoshop. This window is pretty legit. So we shot this with full-blown strobes. It was kind of a pain. I just overexposed that. I'm debating going back to just speed lights and just use the full-blown strobes for like formals and stuff, and you know, have my second shooter set them up. Like the light looks great and the softbox looks great and all that stuff, but it's just you can't get a whole lot of shooting done simply because they're just so hard to move. Ooh, nope, don't like that color. I like my things to be natural. Like what you do is you normalize all the photos first, then you bake in those edits, and then from that point you you make your edits. Kendra, hello Kendra. Jinx, Jix, nice to see you, man, over in Twitch. Now I think before you got here, there was a dude in here named Daz the Cat, and he meowed at me. I don't know what that was about, but good to meet you, man. Good to meet you. Oh, did I, Jennifer? Yeah, it's something I say quite a bit. And Jix, just so you know, I'm streaming in a couple of different locations, so I'm monitoring multiple chats. So if I respond to someone and you're like, what? That's why. Are you happy with Adobe Portfolio? I just set one up. I figured I might as well take advantage of it with my Creative Cloud. Let's pull this up. So to answer that question, Treebad, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So those in Facebook, I got a question in Twitch. Are you happy with Adobe Portfolio? I just set one up. I figured I might as well take advantage of it with my Creative Cloud photography package, and I think I'm using the same thing. So when you're on the Creative Cloud, you get Photoshop and Lightroom and Premiere and all these different things, but you also get this website, and that's how I built this website here. First, let me say, super crazy easy to use. And I don't know if you're familiar with Behance. Behance, I try to be inspired every day, and because I think that's important as an artist. And so the way the website, and you know this already, Trebad, but is that, you know, these when you make these little projects, it feeds into your site. So for ease, I apologize for sometimes there's inappropriate stuff on here, but kind of is what it is. So you can see kind of, you know, you build these little projects and you put them in there, and then they show up. Ooh, I forgot about that wedding. I like that. Ooh, not that one. There's Lanita. Hi, Lanita. This was a fun shoot. Good friend of mine's daughter. Anyway, to answer your question though directly, is it depends on what you're wanting to do with your career. this site is perfect for just kind of directing people to and kind of showing off your work. Or like in my case, I'm streaming and I want someone to be able to see my stuff, if they so choose, if they have a desire. But from a business perspective, like if you're actually trying to get clients, I think it is a little lacking in some of the features that I'd want to have if I was wanting to be booked all the time. I'm in a weird spot in my career. Like, I want to be just busy enough and not any busier than that. So a lot of I don't really do any traditional marketing. I just, word of mouth is kind of how I get my clients. So when you have that word of mouth, it's nice to have a spot to send them to. And so that Behance portfolio serves that need for me. However, if you're wanting 30 weddings a year, 20 portrait shoots a month, or big commercial clients and things like that, I would probably go with a WordPress site. And again, I'm going to Photoshop all this jazz out here and this table here, and I'm going to make it all pretty and nice. Just trying to get the exposures and whatnot correct. Giant softbox in the photo. Go Steve. So that's kind of my answer to that, Tribad, is that it really kind of depends on what point of your career you're in and what exactly you're trying to achieve. Because if you want to be booked all the time, you got to blog posts, social media content constantly. You just kind of have to keep throwing your name out there. Because as I'm sure you're aware, it's a pretty saturated market, which is fine. I mean, I'm not one of those guys like, oh my God, everyone's a photographer. I want everyone to be a photographer. I think it's cool. Some of my best clients are other photographers. Oop, I'm gonna mute myself real quick because I have to cough. Yeah, Jennifer, I love Lenita too. It makes me sad. I think she went to Oklahoma. I want to say I haven't seen Cisco in a while, so. So anyway, Tribad, I hope that answers your question. Back when I was pounding the pavement pretty hard, it was definitely a WordPress site that I had. Sorry about that. I might have to run upstairs and get a glass of water. Yeah, I love this. Ooh. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I love this location. It's the barbecue joint right next to Old Stone Chapel. It used to be that Maryland Yards down on Main Street. I've not eaten there, but it's on my list of places to go. It was super cool. And they were super nice to let us shoot in here. Cool, Tribad. If you have any more questions, man, feel free to holler. I'm happy to help in any way I can. I want everyone to be successful, and I want everyone to make some money. If people desire to support their family with art, it's definitely doable. It's just some things you gotta think about, and it's a lot of work. Just like any business, it's probably 40% what you do and 60% business skill. You know what I mean? No! Wrong button. Yeah, she might be in Texas. Does she go with the help with the church plant or something? I can't remember. I remember her leaving not too terribly after that shoot. It was crazy to shoot her senior photos because I've known her since she was like 10. So. Don't quite know what I want to do with this. You know what? I think this is my daughter's choir director that I just met tonight. Or saw tonight. I didn't get to talk to her, but I'll have to ask. So this is the back of the barbecue place. This was one of the shots that the bride asked for. She really liked this staircase. Back over here, though, is like this graffiti thing, and over to the left side was a graffiti thing. I didn't shoot it. They weren't digging it. But they're a little more clean cut than the graffiti. But, oh, that's right. Yeah, she went with Pastor Aaron. That's right. I remember now. But yeah, we didn't get to do the graffiti. There's like a giant pig statue over here. It's pretty legit. I'll probably throw that one away. I remember not going through these super... Yeah, there we go. No, your face, bro. He blinked too. It's alright. That is alright. Such a cool day. This guy, look at this guy. Gosh. Oh, maybe I just caught him early. I don't think I want to widen this up a bit. Nope, I guess I don't. Does that work like that? Nope, sure doesn't. I guess that's just kind of where it has to be. Yeah. It's fine, I guess. Bridal parties are so fun. I'd love to do something like that. Just cut off his arm. I guess that's not a huge deal. I guess I could go square on it. Will that make it better? Nope. Ah, a little bit. Yeah, it could work as a square. Yeah. Hashtag untraditional or non-traditional crops. Sweet. We won't do everyone a square, obviously. I always get a little nervous doing non-traditional crops because then I've had people come to me afterwards like, oh, I can't find a frame for this. I can't find a frame for that. And they're out there. They're just, you just can't, sometimes you can't just walk into Michael's or Walmart or Target or wherever and find one. You might have to order it online. But Jeff Hayes, another man I want to do a photo shoot with. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Jeff, I meant to ask, how did the thing go this weekend with the wood? You went to a craft fair, or it was like a flea market type deal, or Stevie? You're like the only person that calls me that. I think you and your wife. I like it though. It reminds me of, makes me feel young again. Even though I'm not that old, I'm only 35. But so this particular shot, and we tried to hide it as best we could, but it is freezing right now. 100% totally cold. These poor bright, and it dropped like 30 degrees in the matter of like 20 minutes. Between the stair shot and this shot, it dropped 30 degrees. It was cold. Cold, cold, cold. Craft fair, that's what it was. Jeff, what's the name of your, let me look it up. I want to find your stuff. I want to show everybody. I want to show everyone. You do good work, man. Looking up Jeff's craft site. Jeff Hayes. We're typing a link in there, man, in the chat, and so I can click it. I'm trying to find you. Looking at your I like that raised vegetable garden thing. Oh, I can't find it, Jeff. JL Wood, there it is. JL Wood Shopping Crafts. Pulling it up now. So if you're local to St. Louis, this guy makes all this stuff from hand, all this kind of stuff. There he is right there. Is the man, the myth, the legend. Made all this stuff here, made all this here. It's his lovely wife. I think your wife sells these, I think? Or did you laser these? So these are those raised planters. These are cool. Len makes these. So speaking of awesome wedding thing, this is phenomenal for weddings. So if you're local to St. Louis or not local to St. Louis, you should definitely check this dude out. He's cool. I like him. Good man, good man. So cold. Whew, we were freezing. God, I can swear this is the choir teacher. Lasered the cups, okay. That's cool. I find that whole process. I want to do a photo shoot of you in your workshop. Like, I saw a photo series a while back of couldn't tell you who the photographer was, but the guy went, he went and photographed craftsmen, you know, not the name brand, but people who do a craft, you know, like a machinist or a woodworker in your case, and a mechanic, and actually went to their shop, you know, not cleaned, not prepared, you know, work in progress shop, and they did a lot of work in there, and it was just some of the most amazing, most what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use the word organic, but that's kind of what it was. It's like it just felt raw and real, authentic. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll get it done eventually. Melissa said, helped with the scenery a few weeks back, and the temp dropped. Yeah, dude, the weather this first quarter was... I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very well aware we live in the Midwest in St. Louis, so I've been here many years, and I know it's crazy, but it seemed a little crazier than normal. I'm actually going to keep all these in here. So one thing I might possibly do, if the bride ends up printing these, is I might replace that sky. The sky's just a little bland. And you always, I know that, like, if this were a final delivery, I would crop it in way tighter and make it all about the people. But sometimes you want to, it's called shooting loose. Because, like, if I delivered it like this, they can't make a 4x5 out of it. And sometimes, and I'm not saying both these people are very intelligent, but sometimes crop ratios are not something that clients understand innately. So if you're a photographer, sometimes it's better to deliver a shot like this a little loose, and it's better to shoot it a little loose That way you're giving your client options to print it. Or better yet, if you're doing in-person sales, and you're helping them walk through that process, not only will you get a bigger sale, make more money, but the client will actually be better taken care of, and it's a win-win on both sides. Because there's a lot of little kind of gotcha situations when you're making prints and actually hanging the artwork. So I might just turn this into a 4x5 already. So again, I would crop this like way tight, fill the frame with them, but again, I'm going to leave it a little loose in case they want to make it 2x3 or an 8x12, something like that. So if it looks like I'm not, cropping appropriately, that's why. I'll tell you, doing in-person sales back in the day was really eye-opening as a photographer, because we shoot things, and it's probably for any business, actually sitting with your client and watching their faces as they look at the work as essentially you're giving the day back to them, and you'll be shocked at what they like versus what you like, and it'll change how you shoot a little bit. Some photo that I just took to take, they're crying about it, and some shot that I'm like, spent 8 hours in Photoshop, made it this like artistic masterpiece, and they're like, eh. So it's kind of funny. Lynn Hayes, what's up, girl? Woman, lady. We were just looking at your flower shadow box a minute ago. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, well, so cold. So cold. I think I had him walk. Yeah, get for the size you wanted. Yeah. Another thing I used to do in the beginning of my career is I would tilt really bad. I think every new photographer tilts photos at some point in their career, and eventually you stop, because then your clients go, "I want a normal straight picture, and I can't print it the way you cropped it." And then you go back to the shot, and you're like, "Oh no, I shot it at this crazy angle, and the person's coming out of the corner of the shot," and you can't. There's nothing you can do. You almost have to composite them out, and more trouble than it's worth. The tilt, photographers need to stop. There's a time and a place to tilt, but it's not. You shouldn't tilt to just tilt. Not saying anybody here does, but what did you think about what? The shadow box? Well, you showed it to me at work. I loved it. Still think you should sell it for $1 billion. At least $1 billion. Yeah, the tilt. I think everybody does it at some point. I actually worked with, I won't tell you who it is because this person is still very much in business, and anyway, a very prominent, very expensive photographer tilts like all of her images, and I couldn't believe it. That's why I started doing it, because I saw her doing it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I quickly realized when my clients started giving me feedback that it's not what I needed to be doing. People are funny. Dun, dun. Jason Bowman, what's up, buddy? Again, long time no see. Long time no see. Dun, dun, dun. Hope everyone likes my super mellow music tonight. Oh, they out of focus? They might be out of focus, maybe not. So again, it was just so cold. We just snapped so much. I'm gonna go over these a little bit more with a fine-tooth comb and probably take half these out. I generally don't deliver a lot of the same-ish photos. I'll turn some of these black and white. And like these walkie shots, I'll find like the one that is good. And then just deliver that one. There's no need to give someone 800 shots of the same thing. See, like here, the tilt kind of works. But the nature photography in me is like, nope, gotta straighten that horizon. Yeah, that's a good one. Everyone's looking forward. Actually, let's go ahead and do what I said I was gonna do. Probably just keep, that's a different pose, so we'll probably just keep one of those. Yeah, it's pretty mellow. I'm tired, man. I don't know why I'm so tired. It's not like I didn't sleep well. It's just, I don't know. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, that one's out of focus. Nope. We could probably liven it up. What do we want to listen to? Some rock? Some 90s grunge. This might be a good one. Song requests. In Twitch, you can actually set up. Oh, that may not be your choir director. Let's see what we got here. Let's do 10 hours rock music. Alternative rock music. Ooh, hard rock? Nah, let's do alternative rock. Still pretty mellow. But it's not violin-y. There you go. This is the kind of music I like to listen to on a beach, good weather, chilling out. It's a fun little sequence. Getting lucky on the music too. Facebook hasn't dinged me at all. Just gotta use the royalty-free stuff, man. Solves all the problems. Boom, chicka, boom. What's that purple thing in the thing? See that? What is that? Is it a pair of underwear? I don't know. I don't know. Let's turn it black and white so it's not noticeable. The ultimate color fixer. I like it black and white anyway. Open them shadows up a bit. I love shots like this. It's such a good story image, you know? There's Josh Fletcher. Doing Josh Fletcher things. Young man, always looking sharp. I'm gonna give him all these, I think. There you go. Now we jamming. I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep now. Turn that down just a scotch. Just a scotch. It's a good shot of the bride. Da, da, da. I like that color. Again, this is so cold. This whole sequence of shots, this up on this brick here, minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes tops. It's freezing. Frank Sabatini. How the heck are you, Jeff? Were you working on that chalkboard? I can't wait to see that thing hung up. That's out of focus. No, it's not. My computer's just slow. Welcome back, Deanne. Welcome back. I think I might change the color. Oh, did you have an LO call or something? I got so many messages this weekend from LOs, man. Like, tons. Like, all of them tried OBS. It was great. Not tons. I guess there was only a couple people, but I had to spend time with them. Walter Jarrett was one of them. Ryan is another. I tell you what, man, though, I'm encouraged because they're trying the OBS, which is actually what I'm using to stream right now. So I'm happy. Next on my list is I'm going to try to figure out a chalkboard smart way. I can't wait to see that thing up. That art project has been. Oh, Vicky called you? Sweet. I'm supposed to be playing Fortnite with Vicky and Colton right now, but I'm not. So I'm working. But what was I saying? I don't remember now. Oh, that art project has taken so much longer than I think any of us anticipated. But it should be done soon. Should be done this week. I've spent more time photoshopping dust off pool balls this week than I have in my whole life. Frank Sabatini, man. I haven't seen that name in forever. No, we probably don't want it. Again, I like natural skin tone, natural shots. Just clean. Clients like clean. So, okay, these are a cute idea. I'm going to sharpen these up a bit. Maybe I'll warm these ones up. Histogram, need a little more black up in that mother. Shadows in that. This thing tells you so much. Sometimes you can't believe your monitor, right? It lies to you. Because, they're calibrated differently. Sometimes the display's lit differently. So you can't always trust your eye. You gotta really look at the histogram, make sure you're good. Alright, let's just sync these over. We're almost done with this camera. Then we have to do a whole nother camera. It's a little out of focus, but they're probably okay. I thought this was sweet. Bonus daughter, stepdaughter. It's a little bit happier music, a little more upbeat. I dig it. Guess it was just a long day. Got up early with the kids, 6 o'clock. Of course, worked. Then worked on my lunch break. Came home. I promised my son that I would watch Captain Underpants with him. I kept that promise. It's actually a really funny movie. If you've not had the opportunity to watch it, I recommend it. Especially if you've got a kid to watch it with. But honestly, it's a good enough movie that even, I would not look down on an adult who would make that decision. Let's go ahead and do this all the way across, I think. Could I possibly see some of mine before I go to bed soon? Sure. Let me see. Now, just know that I haven't called your shoot. I haven't, so there's some of the it's all in there. Captain Underpants was amazing. Oh no, that was not supposed to crop. Thought I didn't check that. So what I don't know if you saw that on my film strip here, but like all these exposures were off. So instead of fixing it, sometimes it's better just to leave them all off. That way you can do what I just did and fix all of them at one time. When you have exposures doing this, it can be a struggle because then you got to go in and edit each photo, which is not where you want to be. All right, let's go look at your stuff, Jennifer. All right, there you are. We'll look at it big like this. So like on these, we'll just fix the, they'll end up looking, we'll just do one real quick. Kind of give you an idea. Up those shadows a bit. Maybe bring those yellows down a tad bit more. So make it really natural looking. Soften that skin up for you with the clarity filter. I think I like the highlights up. I think on this one. So something like that. That's just a real quick edit. So this is Jen, everybody. She's in the chat right now. So then sometimes you do something like this here. You do like a radial filter. Kind of brings the attention a little bit more onto you. So it's kind of a sample of an edit. All right. So see the difference? So again, you shoot off consistently, and then you just edit the edits across. Man, I love this shot here. That's super cute. Jen, hope you're still on the channel. I'm going over these. So happy. I think it's the first time I've met your husband. He was super cool. I love hands. Hands. See, these are good. I like these here. In the water. You're so brave. Get in the water. You're like, okay. I like these. These are cute. Love these. These two. This one, that's legit. Were you there all the way at the top? Did you see them all from the top? Do I need to go back to the top? Wah, 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 wah. There's one I edited real quick. I might make it a little warmer. Maybe something like that. You know. So go back down. These are really cute. Almost nailed that perfect to camera. So we didn't have flash on this shoot, which is good, I think, because we were able to move quickly and get a lot done. Here's that one thing. Try some different stuff here. What's that noise? It's weird. So I thought I liked these a lot with the grass. Ooh, that's a little loud. Hold on. Yeah, let's I love this music choice as we go through a maternity session. Let's just scroll. Oh, we don't want to. There you go. These are good here. I like these a lot. I love this one. This is when we started doing the T-bone. I remember the T-bone. That's super fun. This is really good here. I love this one. That'd be a great black and white too. These are phenomenal. You guys' expression is spot on. He looks like a doting husband. I think this is right when I told you guys to laugh at nothing, which is something I say all the time. Laugh at nothing! And people do. It's the absurdity of it. So I made you laugh. These would be good too. I like this one. See the difference between looking at me and looking at the out in a direction? I know it seems silly, but it's just, I just think it looks just more flattering and just better. Plus, this kind of tells a story, you know. This was so bright out here. This is why I didn't make you stay out here real long, because it was just too bright. So this, yeah, you remember that? Yeah, you like the taller grass? Oh wait, no, these here. Yeah, I like the ones in the green there. So this one was the real good one. Love this blue. I think you liked the blue too. Ellie! And again, these are all, I mean, these are right from the camera. I've done, I don't know why, but that works when you say that. Oh, the laugh at nothing, yeah. I've said some weird stuff to people. Sniffer. Sometimes on an engagement session, because it's guys that won't loosen up. You got to get them to loosen up. And sometimes you meet at a bar and have a cocktail before an engagement shoot. This is really good. These are all really good. You tell them to. I like these ones in the street, shockingly enough. So you tell you. Sorry, I'm starting to ramble because I'm getting tired. But I'll have the girl pinch the dude's butt. And that usually. So these ones, this was down in the thing. This is the ones we ended on here, this set. This is the shot, I think. This is, and then I'm going to change the sky and do all sorts of crazy stuff to it. So it's going to be good. So we took about 156 shots. So, and then I might change the sky and just kind of make this real dramatic, and I'm looking forward to that edit. So, but yeah, I think we did pretty good by and large. So, you know, I'll call these down to, you know, the best 30, you know, give or take, and we have a lot of variety. So I think we did pretty darn good. Ooh, got a cough. Hold on. Excuse me, gosh. So that's that, girly girl. Oh, yep, I see the tilt, Melissa. Give me 1 second, I need another drink of water. So, whew, the first year it's at the tilt. Melissa just sent me a few photos. Everybody does it. Everybody does it a couple for the first part. So, Jennifer, I'm gonna probably do your shoot. I need to get this done. Is this the right one? Did I start on the other one first? I think I started on this one first. I need to get this out to the client. This shouldn't take me more than a day or two to get done. I might just do yours first because I could get yours done in like a day. Oh, where was I? Lots of reception photos. This is... Oh man, where was I? It was definitely before the reception. So fun. Ah, this dude. No, maybe it was. Maybe I'm on the other camera. Yep, I am on the other camera. Got it. Well, Jennifer, I'm glad you like. I think you're gonna really like them when they're finished. But we did good, man. We did good. I'm glad it worked out. Glad baby decided to stay in the oven for a little while longer. Yeah, this is turning out nice. Oh, that's a little underexposed. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll go through the initial edit really quick, and I'll do something like this to where I'm not really seeing the image per se of what's in it, more just seeing exposure values and color. And then like what I like to do is I like to make everything pretty consistent over across the entire wedding. You see that, you know, the exposures and the color, there's no weird shifts, there's no just natural tones, and that way it's consistent, because you know, it's not just about one shot, it's about how I gotta do more work on that one. It's about how the shots work next to the shots next to it, you know what I mean? So golly gee, Batman, I shot a lot at this wedding, and I shot this one by myself. I had Josh doing video, so yeah, I got to do some photoshopping on these. Here we go. This is about where we were at. Yeah, those are cute. Yeah, we were around here. Yeah, we just synced these, I think. Let's look at all these real quick. A lot of times I'll actually just use this control panel because it's really quick to make just quick adjustments like this. I have a tendency to, something that I started doing a long time ago is, because I know I like to use this panel when I edit, so I actually try not to have to crop things, because you have to leave this panel to crop, and it's just so much slower. That's a little hot. Ha! Jeff, sleep well, buddy. Good luck, dude. I'll see you in the morning. Ooh, I think my system's lagging a bit. Took that a little too far. I think that is Sophie's choir director. If it is, she's gonna think I'm a... Oh no! Wow, we don't need two of the same shot, that's for sure. See, now this is where we probably have to go back over to the development module. Calling you from Texas. Who's in Texas? I don't know who's in Texas. So I'm probably going to end the stream in about 10 minutes or so. You guys are going to think I'm a dork, but I want to get a couple games of Fortnite in before I go to bed. I love that game. It's like you don't even get salty when you lose. I would stream Fortnite, but one, I'm not that good at. It's kind of embarrassing. But it's on my Xbox. Ooh. Yeah, Melissa, I'd say so. I mean, I like how you use the leading line here. You knew where to put her in relation to the light. So you didn't get weird shadows and stuff in her face. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I don't really mind the tilt shot. Yeah, well, yeah, you could fix that. But even on the shot that you tilted, I mean, it was a good use of, again, that leading line, center composition, when it was appropriate. I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good. If you ever want me to do like a, this is something I should do live. I should probably reach out and see if people want to do it. It's like portfolio reviews and stuff for local stuff. You know, just have somebody come in and join me, like do a Skype call or something with someone, and just kind of, you know, maybe go over their portfolio or a recent job, or, you know, something like that. I'm probably to that level that I could do that. One thing about weddings too is that, you know, not every shot has to be like the most amazing, gorgeous thing in the world, you know. You want to tell the story, you know. That is orange, like, whoa. I think it's time for the ultimate color fixer. Something like that, maybe. Do a good old 4x5. Dun, dun. Such a cute couple. The guy's super cool too. His name is Tony Thornhill. He's a professional auctioneer, among other things, and actually did a real life auction at the wedding, and it was super cool. I was starting to flag and get a little tired because it was like a 12-hour day, and then they started auctioneering, and I was like, whoa. Super neat. Super neat. Jen, if you're still here and you're getting ready to go to bed, sleep well. That right there, I don't know if you saw that. This is the reason why you shoot raw. 100% why you shoot raw. Because then, you know, you want to shoot correct white balances and stuff as often as you can. But if you're moving quick and you're going to a room that has, you know, incandescent lighting, then you have to get a shot quickly in a room that has tungsten lighting. Sometimes you can't change. Sometimes you guys just got to get the shot. But if you're shooting raw, you good. You just click, you know, you just white balance it, and all that color data is still in the file. I shot something on JPEG recently. I don't know what it was, but some of the and the shoot turned out fine. It wasn't bad or anything, but it was much more of a struggle getting natural color, which is, and even here, like, look at this. You got blue daylight coming from the window here, and then you've got you know, tungsten lighting in the hallway. It's like, and normally this is what you do. Boom! Fixed it. Black and white, the ultimate color fixer. Color data. Photographer I shoot with laughs because I love doing the ring shots with flowers. Said one of my favorite things. Oh, preach it. Do I have a ring shot in this one? Oh, we haven't got to the ceremony yet. I actually, Melissa, I'm right there with you. It's at one point I wanted to make like a coffee table book full of ring shots. Let me see what I got here. I might actually have a 500 pics gallery with just rings in it. Maybe. Yep, I sure do. It's only got like 3 photos in it, but I'll let that load. I gotta find something to white balance off of. So here's just 3. I don't have a lot uploaded. But yeah, I was gonna make a coffee table book of rings. This is actually the same ring. This was actually Josh Fletcher's Brooks ring. It's getting any close. It's a little too blue. I love rings. That's why being a wedding photographer is so fun. It's like you have to be. It just brings out so many different. It's also why it's hard. You got to bring out so many different skill sets. You got to be a portrait photographer, a product photographer, a photojournalist, a people person. You have to have this, stamina, 10 hours on your feet, that kind of thing. So, but I think I'm actually gonna. This is actually transitioning into the um, ceremony, so I think that's probably a good place for me to stop and play a little Fortnite, catch those, get some sleep, start fresh in the morning. So, thanks guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate the company. I spent a lot of time in this chair, and it's nice to spend it with people. So, um, thank you very much. And yeah, good night. Let's turn this bad boy off. Sleep well, guys.